What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to today's episode of Why'd I Buy a Mini Truck? As you can see, we've made a lot of progress. I have everything back here that I want to go through from the black donor truck for our blue king cab. So back here, there's things like the dash, which we're obviously going to use. A bunch of trim pieces. There's the cowl right here for the wipers. The wiring harness. There are things in here that we may not use, but I'd still like the opportunity to go through them, since as soon as the engine and transmission are out, which is going to be tomorrow, I'd like to get the truck out of here as fast as possible, since I'm not sure if we're going to do anything with it, but it'll be somewhere where I won't be able to access it as freely as I can right now. So I'd like to have everything pulled that I might use, and even if I don't, it never hurts to have extra parts. I do have 2 boxes down here with a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that's been pulled. That's mainly wiring. This one, however, is like 80% bolts in bags and hardware in bags, all labeled. Stuff I've all pulled from here. The cluster, sub harness, ECU, everything like that. Inside it's pretty empty. Up here, went ahead and cut the radiator support / hood support, core support, whatever you want to call it. It's gone. Bumper's off. What this is going to do is going to make it really easy for us tomorrow when we go ahead and pull this motor out. We won't have to have a super steep angle on the engine transmission, and we won't have to have the truck really high in the air. So it should make everything super easy. On the Blue King cab, we're going to do something similar to this, but it will be really just this portion, and you'll be able to bolt and unbolt it. So that'll definitely come in handy in the future. So over here you can see we have both the fenders. We do have the hood as well. The hood is going to go straight onto the black king cab. However, the fenders, I'm keeping them around. I mean, they're not in the best shape, obviously. But I have some ideas that it won't really matter too much, especially if we just use these to essentially build a mold from. But that'll be another video for sure. So back here's another look at all the goodies we have in the bed. I am going to still try to keep this bed liner. Fun fact, it is the same size as the bed on my king cab, which is kind of weird. A couple other things we're going to be taking out of here is this manual rack, like I said before, but that'll be after the engine transmission is out. We still need to be able to move the truck around. However, when it goes into the other garage, we'll be pulling that and just slapping in the power steering one. So there's some way to move the truck. Now, I'm not 100% sure what we have in store for this truck once we finish taking everything out we want. Part of me wants to build a little race truck, but another part of me says you have a bagged king cab that you need to finish, idiot. And I don't think you have time for 2 projects, and I don't want this to sit forever. So I might just like give it away. Just give it to somebody to do something with. I am still considering pulling these wheels. Like I said, the offset's better. It should work better for what we need on the king cab. We just might have to do a little modification, just not run fenders temporarily. So not a huge deal. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I did cut the stock shifter off. I took it out, obviously, and put it in a vise and then cut it. It'll just make it easier for us to take this out. The original shifter is like bent 100 different ways. It's crazy looking. We are going to be doing a short throw shifter from a 240, and I made sure to keep the little bushings and stuff that I need from there. So other than that, guys, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for you. Tomorrow, Sunday, we're going to be pulling the engine and transmission out of this and getting the blue king cab in here to pull its engine and transmission. So that'll be super fun. And then once all of that's done this weekend, next weekend we can go ahead and start repairing the Blue King cab's firewall. On ours we have a giant hole over here, not obviously the one that we need for the wire harness, but just a larger hole where the wheel started to rub through, or whatever the case is. It's got to get fixed either way. But I mean, overall, it's a pretty solid truck, so I hope somebody, if we do give it away or whatever, hope somebody does something cool with it. If not, you know, it's probably going to get an LS or maybe something cool like a rotary. I got a buddy with one that's pretty cheap. I might hit him up for it. We are going to be taking some stuff from back here. Like I do need this tailgate for my truck. Mine's like all kinds of messed up, so this one's definitely a lot straighter. And I mean, that's pretty much it. So stay tuned. I will be filming tomorrow. However, I'm not sure if the video will come out tomorrow or if it'll come out on Monday. I'm going to try filming with my GoPros tomorrow and editing a video for the first time. Since I told you guys before, this comes straight off my phone. This is a one-shot take. I don't edit anything yet, so I'm hoping to get into that, maybe make the videos a little bit more interesting for you guys, make them not drag on so long, whatever. Anyway, stay tuned tomorrow. This is coming out. Blue King cab coming in. That motor and transmission's coming out. And then we're just going to get the ball rolling. Over winter, we're going to work on the interior, but that'll obviously be its own set of videos, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for following and watching. I appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.